Welcome back to Pure Farming 2018, Part 3, with me, Mr. Sealy P. So, what am I going to be looking at today in this video? As you've probably already seen from the thumbnail, I'm going to be looking at free farming. There are a few videos out on all of the different things now. It's been out a little while and people have been getting that content out there, and that's fantastic. I'm looking at it from more the console, but specifically PS4 perspective. I've done a little bit on my first farm. I've done a couple of farming challenges, but I haven't put videos out on those yet. What I'm going to look at today is free farming. So if I just scroll across to free farming and click on new game, there are some options available. You can change the place, you can change the start balance, you can change the weather and the time of day. I'm going to actually quickly have a look at Germany, and there's a reason for that. When this came out, if you pre-ordered, there was all the hype and spiel, pre-order now and get the free Germany DLC and all that kind of thing. I'm mildly underwhelmed, I'll be honest with you, but we'll have a quick look, then we'll come out and maybe have a look at another one. Start balance, you can go up in 25,000 increments, up to a maximum of 200,000, and then you can choose your weather conditions: cloudy, rainy, clear skies. Now, and then morning, noon, evening, night. Now, what I've noticed playing this is that you get this kind of haze at different parts of the day, depending on the weather conditions. And a lot of people are complaining, saying the graphics are awful, it's all hazy. I'm pretty sure that's part of the weather pattern. I could be wrong, but then that distance thing, you know, when you're looking across the countryside and you're looking out, unless it's a beautiful, absolutely bright, dry, hot, sunny day, you're always going to get a bit of haze. So, you know, whether that's just an accident of the graphics or, but I think it works really well. So anyway, scroll down to the bottom now and it says start free farming. So that's what we're going to do. So here we are in Germany. We look around, and like I say, look off into the distance, it looks like there's it's a bit hazy, but if it was early morning, it would be. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. And like I say, this has received an absolute hammering, this game. Generally speaking, you know, it's not Farming Simulator 17. We know that. I mean, that's kind of obvious, isn't it? And for a first try out, I think they've done a brilliant job. I really do. You know, there's a lot of room for improvement. There are a lot of things that are mildly irritating. The speed in the top left-hand corner. On PC, there's been an update, and that's been changed. So ×1 is really ×1. It's real time, and then it goes all out from there. That's due out on consoles sometime in the next week to 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer. I don't know. The random vehicles driving around all over the place is a bit peculiar, sort of through the middle of the farms and stuff, but you get traffic on Farming Simulator 17 as well, so that's not too much of a problem. Now, the great thing with this, there were complaints that on the game it's too linear, it's too controlled, there's too much that, you know, the whole point about a simulator is you make up your narrative, you do whatever. That's the whole point of the free farming section in this. You can do whatever you want right from the outset, and you really, really can. You can play with it, muck around with it, have a try at things, see how things work. There's no storyline to it, there's nothing you have to do at any particular time. There's no XP, so you can unlock and use stuff, well, not unlock, but you can use stuff straight from the outset. You start off with whatever machinery is in here, but as I said on one of my other videos, I can't remember which one it was, if I go into my tablet now and scroll down to my vehicle store, there are certain vehicles, when you pre-ordered it, or maybe even when you just bought it depends what you got with your pack, that you get as free. So when I scroll down, it will say 0. So there you go, the little Landini Rex there, that's free. I think that was the only one that I get for free. Oh, hang on, what was the other one there that said 0? Oh, there you go, the Linda Geotrack. So if I click on that now, buy, shed, free space 3. So that hasn't cost me a penny. That came as part of the kind of the package, if you will. I'm trying to think what else was in there. Was it? I can't remember what other things were now. Oh, that's right, the combines. Down at the very bottom, you have got the Gomselmash Palais CS200. which is a mower, windrower type piece of machinery. Same thing with that. If I now press... Oh, that was information. If I press buy, shed, yes please. And if I go to the header, same thing, that's free. Now if I go back up to it, now I've had one free one. If I want a second one, I've got to pay for it, but that's no big deal. The prices on this aren't mega expensive either. It's not ridiculous. You haven't got to be working for days and days and days to make enough money to buy things, and that's probably one of the other things I quite like about it. So you have to go to the trade centre to get the header. But anyway, that's not too much of a problem. If you want to sell any of your equipment, you can come into here and scroll across, and you can get rid of whatever bits you don't want. So what I might do, just for the time being, I'm going to get rid of the Zetor. I do want to make that sale, thank you. I'm going to get rid of... I just got that, didn't I? I'll keep the rest, just for the time being. So that's, you know, you can buy and sell various bits. So if I come back out, it should be here. The 2 bits of equipment have been delivered. And they were both free. Didn't cost me a thing. Now people are complaining a lot about the graphics and saying the detail's rubbish, they're not... I mean... I don't know. I was told that I was looking at a different game because I think that looks pretty good. I don't know. You know, maybe in my old age my eyesight is getting a bit bad. I don't know, but I think it's difficult as well because you're looking at third person, not first person. You can't get as close up because your character is right there, obviously. But you know, so what we're going to do very, very quickly is look at the free farming mode, but more specifically on this one, the Germany map, because I don't know, I feel a bit cheated if I'm honest. So let's get this open, let's get the drone up. Now bearing in mind this is free farming, so everything should be unlocked and open. I haven't got to get any map extensions or XP to get to a certain point. So if I pan round now, that should be me on the floor just there, right in the middle of shot, like that. So I've got this little river that runs around my farm, which I'll follow now. And that pretty much goes around this sort of centre section of the map. Around the outer edge of it, there's a road you can see on the right hand side that follows the little river round. And you know what? That's pretty much it. There's one field in the middle. Here. Field number 1. If you pull back, actually, you get a better view up. The elevation changes. You can see up. As I pull backwards, you can see a bit better. But unfortunately, that's about it. I mean, there's a few buildings and sell points and bits and bobs around the outside, but that, for all intents and purposes, is the map. And I just felt a little bit, well, that was supposed to be this kind of free DLC, you know, encouraging you know, pre-order, book early, that kind of thing, and it's a little bit, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm expecting too much. I don't know. But that's pretty much it. That's the whole thing. But there you go. I just thought I'd mention that, you know. You've got your barn, you've got various different things going on, but it's just... Let's put the drone away for a second, shall we? Now, the other good thing about free farming is you can have a go at anything you like. Give it a try. It really doesn't matter. Because you can always come back out and come back in again if you wanted to. And you've got all the various different things that are knocking about. For example, if I come onto here, what was this one for? Rabbit cages, yes. Buy 5,000. That's not too expensive. So, let's step back and watch the magic happen. That was easy. So, rabbit cages, 5,000. If I now click back on it, I can buy animals. Now, on various different animals, you've got different enclosures that you can actually upgrade to different levels. So you start off on level 1, level 2, and you kind of make them bigger and more, you know, fancy and all the cool stuff. So if you buy an animal, there you go, I've just bought one. $20. Buy a couple. Let's buy 5, shall we? 5. So right in there, you've got these little rabbits, which will grow. You get rabbits, then you get old rabbits, and they'll be in there, which you can sell if you want to as well. Which is, you know, the different animal types. And I think, would a farmer be farming rabbits? I don't. I think rabbits are a bit of a pest, aren't they? They're a pain to farmers because they eat crops and seed and various different things. I don't know, but there you go. You can have rabbits, which is pretty cool. Now, what I also noticed, my house, which is just here, is all these people just having a barbecue in my back garden. So I just turn up, have a barbecue. You know, don't mind me. I'll get on with what I'm doing, thanks. Cheers. So, if we come round, I'm trying to think, there was... And this is why the Germany map, for me, just seems like there's not enough to it. You've got this big field in the middle. If I check on, we'll do it looking in this view. Go to map, and we'll zoom out. That's it. That's it zoomed out. You've got the farm here. I'm standing there. That's field 1. Oh, that's it. So, yeah, I don't know. When it says Germany, I mean, that's the limit. That's as far as it goes. Not a lot happening, to be fair. So, yeah, a bit of a weird one. Now, if I go to... Where are we? Chickens. Don't own that yet. But cows I do. So, I'm sure... Now, how can I jump there? Play marker. I might just be fields, but never mind. So, this was over here. But that's the thing about it. Free farming, do what you like. You can just, you know, anything you want to do. So, let's click on here. Buy animals, $60. So this, I'm assuming, is upgraded as much as it can be. There we got sheep. They will need feeding. So you'd need your crops and various different things. There's a seed pallet. It gets a little bit confusing. I mean, I haven't played on this realistically enough at the moment, or played through a season or anything to get to a point where I'm feeding all the animals. This is just to have a look and say, look, you know what? Free farming, you are free to farm. Do what you like. Let's click on that. Buy. Now we've got a chicken coop. Click on that. You can upgrade it, or you can buy animals. Just get a couple, and in there we've got some little chicks which will grow, and you get eggs which appear on the pallets. All very nice. Now, I'm going to come out of this map, I'm going to go into another one, possibly Montana, maybe Japan, I haven't quite decided yet, but I want to have a look at obviously wind turbines and solar panels, and there's all sorts of stuff you can do. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to go back over here to the farm, because of the vehicles you can purchase. I'm going to whiz over to the store. I'm going to get a couple of vehicles, and again, there's no XP on this, like on my first farm, where you've got to kind of build up, and there are certain vehicles that you can't access until you get to a certain level. On free farming, you can. If you start off with 200,000 and you sell off a few of your vehicles, then you've got a bit of money to buy whatever you want right from the outset. Plus, you get a few free ones, which is pretty handy. So I'm just going to jump in the pickup. I'm watching out for vans. I'm going to check on my map, because what I need, services, trade centre, over there. I won't set a waypoint because I think I can probably find my way there. It's not like it's a huge map. So, you watch me get it wrong now and go to the wrong place. I'm going to pull the view distance out a little bit, just so we can see what we're doing. I think one of the big differences between this and Farming Simulator is This is it still gives the impression of being a little bit cartoony, I think, what people have been saying. It hasn't got that gritty feel to it, you know, that more realistic feel. I mean, I don't know. It's a debate, and people will still be debating. So, buy machine. I'm going to go to tractors, and I'm going to go down to this beast here, the Agramash Ruslan. You look at it and think, cartoony, what is that all about? It's a real vehicle, it actually exists. That's what's crazy about it. It's a real thing. I had a look online and actually found a video of one of them in action, and it looks just like it does in the game. It's, you know. So, cultivation, I'm going to go for a larger plough, I think. And then even the large plough there, number of furrows 12, it's only 12,000. It's not break the bank territory. But I have got the option, by doing free farming, to do this. Do whatever I want. Get a big tractor, get a big plough. What does it matter? That is actually very big, isn't it? Then we can make a start. So look inside. Very Russian. And let's go. Now I did try on a kind of test. I got one of the JCBs and I tried to drive through the river. I thought that'd be quite cool, kind of ford the river. No, broke the tractor. I had to have it reset and it got re-delivered or collected. Recovered is the word I'm looking for. Took it back to the workshop. Oh, it needed a lot of work. I didn't do it any favours at all. So, and this is it. I'm just, you know, there's nothing telling me I've got to go here, I've got to go there, I've got a side mission to do, I must do this. I can do this however I want to do it. Now, I'm sure... Where was it? Oh, you've got a greenhouse over there. Oh, that was the other one, just over here. Oh, is there a crop in the ground already? Cow barn. Wow, if only building was done that quickly in real life. Buy animal. Let's get a couple, just so we can see them. Got a couple of calves in there now. Very nice. Now, you'll need a water container to do the... Actually, I'll say that. I'm assuming you do. I'm sure I read somewhere someone said it's ridiculous because you don't even have to give them water. But I would have thought you would need to, surely. Don't know. If anyone knows, let me know. This field... Let's get the drone up. Ah, right. So, what's even worse is you get your DLC on Germany, you get one field and you don't even own it. What? Buy field. Right. Didn't even notice that. Are you sure you want to buy it? Well, not really, but I haven't got a lot of choice somewhere. So, there we go. Everything is on 0. Spraying, fertilisation, irrigation, cultivation, sowing and ploughing. So, first things first then, let's get it ploughed. So, load to the left, load to the right. I think I want to load to the left. Now, one of the features I do like that has kind of stood out to me, when you're ploughing and your plough's in the ground, you can't reverse a plough. You're going to do damage and various different things. It won't let you do it on this. And you also get the... I like the vibration function. The vibration function's good too. You know, when you're turning too tightly with a plough or any vehicle, you get that vibration to let you know what, you shouldn't be doing this. So, lower device. And away we go. So with the bigger machinery, I can get my field done a lot quicker. And this works really, really well. And the great thing is, you know, I don't have to have a save game exactly. If I want to experience a few different things, try out machinery, just jump into free farming. Buy it, have a go with it, see what you think, and then you can decide, you know, if you've got an actual... If you're doing a let's play kind of thing, if you're doing a proper storyline, then you've got one you've got your save on. Let's go plough up. No, wrong button. There we go. Plough up. And then, you know, you can come back to it, and I like the fact that because it's free farming, you can just have a go. It really doesn't matter. Right, I need to turn the plough up. R1, lower to the right. And the great thing as well is because I'm playing in free farming and I haven't got to a point on my own farm, on my first farm, where I've got enough XP to hire a worker. Straight off the bat here, if I press triangle, I drop out. And I can hire a worker straight off the bat, and off he goes. It leaves me free to do other things like wander around and find my way around my one field. So, that's free farming in essence. I mean, you know, you can do what you like, have a fiddle around. I do like that. If you look at the side here, that gives it almost... I know it should be lower, not higher, but, you know, that it looks almost three-dimensional. I know it's... I don't know, I like it. I know I'm going to get slated for that, but, you know, it's alright. Stop battering it. There are going to be obviously new mods coming out, new vehicles. I think the concept is they'll be released every now and again, almost like DLCs and that kind of stuff, I suppose. There's already stuff out as far as I'm aware for PC. There were a couple of tractors. I know there was I saw a video with a John Deere and a New Holland that have been kind of already put into the game, or not put into the game but available, you know, to download. So there's a lot going on. What I'm going to do now is drop out of here and we'll have a look at another map, maybe Montana or one of the others, because when you start off and you play on My First Farm, a lot of the map's locked. You've got to gradually build your way up and it unlocks various different bits and various different missions. But I have to say, I think, you know, as a mode goes, have a go. I haven't played through enough of it yet to do all of the different animals, to do all of the different crops. I haven't. I'll be honest with you, totally honest with you. And you know, I said it right from the start. Farming Simulator 17, or the Farming Simulator franchise, is the game I play. This is additional, and I'm kind of having a go, feeling my way through it, and just trying a few things out. But I just wanted to kind of highlight the free farming mode, the fact that it's here and you can do it, and it's not all kind of linear and you're stuck doing one thing. I like the fact as well on this you've got no time limit. With the challenges you've got to do it within a certain time. With this you can just take your time, have a fiddle around, play with stuff and try a bit of machinery, try something else. If that doesn't work, you're not stuck having to do anything in particular. You can drop in and drop out as much or as little as you want. So anyway, let's drop out and let's find another map. So we're back on Montana, the map where you start off My First Farm. I've got a couple of bits of machinery on free farming that have already kind of spawned here that aren't on the My First Farm. One is a little McCormick. This is a funny little machine. It's like, I mean, I suppose it is a compact tractor, but it's very, very unusual. I can't seem to get any... There we go. If I press the down directional button to zoom in, or down to go out, forward to go in, it seems to just go miles and miles. But anyway, funny little bit of kit this. Do quite like it. And again, you've got that suspension bounce and suspension travel and the movement. I like it. A lot of people don't like the sway. I know on PC you can adjust obviously the sensitivity of the steering, because for some people, especially if you're using a keyboard, it's whipping from side to side very, very quickly. Obviously on console, there's not that option at the moment that I'm aware of. I don't think there is. If I go into options, gameplay, camera sensitivity, but there's no no, you can't change any of that. Anyway, so what I was going to do was show you, because like I say, I'm still on free farming, I'm still bimbling around, just having a look and being free to do whatever I want. I was going to head out. I've picked the worst vehicle for this, haven't I? Hang on. If I go look, say in cab, I think one of the other things that changed in the update for PC, which I'm hoping is going to come to console, is down in front of you, you've got the tablet. I know on some of the vehicles it's quite obstructive, you can't really see particularly well out of the dash and that kind of stuff, and I think in the update for PC it's either been removed or it is removable, I think. So again, that's hopefully something that's going to come to the console. Looking completely the wrong way. So let's come back out. Before I do anything, just check the map, make sure I'm going the right way. Now, this is what you'll notice as well with the Montana map. Unlike the My First Farm, if I zoom out now, you've got the whole thing available to you. When you start off on My First Farm, I'm pretty sure, if I zoom in again, where the vehicle store is, which I think is north of here, which is just there, that's where the edge of the playable bit is when you first start on My First Farm. So because it's on free farming, it's all unlocked, it's all open. So if I zoom out, you've got a lot more map available to you. It's a pity you can't get all the way out to here, because that would be just brilliant. But there's almost like there's login area over this side. Some of these fields are very, very large. So if you were going to do, you know, a bit of free farming, there's plenty to be getting on with here. Yes, that's where I want to be heading, down to there. So let's jump out and head that direction. One thing I've always felt on Farming Simulator 17, if you're going to get wind turbines, don't get me wrong, a wind turbine is an expensive thing. They are not cheap. Trouble is, if you are going to get one, well, you start looking at the reward I get back, how much money I make. It's a lot of money to outlay, and it would take you months and months and months to recover that money. So on here they're a bit more affordable. I think possibly the other way, they're a little bit too affordable on here. Because if I now click on this, that says values at 4,500. Yeah, 4,500. Buy. So if I buy and then we zoom back out, you'll see it being built. And there's my wind turbine. For 4,500, a wind turbine. I mean, some of the smaller ones, yeah, they're not badly priced, but that's got to be more than 4,500. But there we go. I'm on free farming. I can do it. Who cares? I've gone off. I've built a wind turbine, and there are locations all across this field here where you can put loads of them in. So unlike the Germany map, which I was just on, where I was a little bit kind of, is that all? This is the other way. There is so much on here to do, so many fields. You could keep yourself going for a very, very, very long time. Which again is no different to playing on other Farming Simulator games. This is not exclusively to this one. But the last thing I'm going to show, I'm going to whiz across to here. And the whole point of this is not for me to show you farming. It's not to say, look, this is me farming. That's not the point. The point is just to show you the point that you can do whatever you like. It is free farming. Drive around, there's no time limit, whatever you feel like doing. So if I click on here, solar panels number 1, value 50,000. Oh, that's a bit more expensive, but never mind. Let's get some solar panels. And there, let's jump in and reverse back a bit so we can see them. Maybe up onto this little slope. And that's our first set of solar panels. Done, built. They weren't cheap, but I'll get money back. They will make money for me. Not bad at all. So what I'm going to do now, because I'm free to roam, do as I wish, I'm going to just do that. I'm going to drive around, have a look around the map, see what's out there, what's available, what can be upgraded, what can't be upgraded, what I can buy, what orchards, what fields. Just basically explore the map. And you may be way ahead of the curve on this. You may have been playing the game since it came out non-stop, and you've got a big thriving farm, and you've done livestock, and you've done milk, and you've done, you know, all the stuff you can do on this game. Or you may be brand new to it. If you're brand new to it and you're on PS4 or console, generally, I always say PS4 because that's what I play on. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.